Good evening, viewers. I am Natasha Kabir, a prospective medical student, and today I will be interviewing Dr. Sharmin Naz Lisa, MBBS, BCS, MCPS, FCPS, Fellow of American Gynecology at Border Guard Hospital, Gynecology Society of Bangladesh, and recently she owned the Young Gynecologist Award in 2023 by Obstetrical and Gynecological Society of Bangladesh. Hi, Dr. Lisa. How are you this evening?
Hello, Natasha. I'm fine. Thank you for that beautiful intro. Thanks to Navana Pharma for their technical support for this program. Good evening, everyone. I'm so honored to be here this evening with you.
Likewise, I'm so honored to have such a phenomenal OBGYN in our presence, and she is fantastic. And just without further ado, let's get into the question with Dr. Sharmin Naz Lisa. So, Dr. Lisa, what was the apologies, I don't think you heard the question, but I guess my first question was, why did you want to become a physician? What inspired you to become a doctor?
Thank you, Natasha. Actually, since my childhood, I admired the medical profession. I thought doctors have the power to save and transform lives. Basically, I love to help people. As a doctor, my role is to help people when they need it most. That's the reason behind becoming a doctor for me.
That's such a humbling and such inspiring and current physician perspective as you. But yes, that's such a humbling answer you gave about transforming patients' life. So what is your favorite part about your job? What makes OBGYN or this specialty such a great
Thank you for your question, Natasha.
Job for you.
Thank you. I think the thing is I love most is the bonding with my patients. They are like my family. And another favorite part about my job is I always feel it's a special privilege to be there at the time of miracle, and that is the birth of a baby. So welcoming a baby in this beautiful world is the most favorite part about my job as a OBGYN.
It's a very difficult specialty. It's like hats off to you. It's a specialty that you have to take care of not multiple patients. So you gave welcoming. I don't know what else to say. That's such a humbling and such a inspiring answer. So so that's the best part of your job, welcoming a new patient or welcoming a new baby. So what is the biggest challenge as a doctor, as an OBGYN especially?
Oh,
what is the biggest
challenges? Okay, actually the role of a doctor is an incredibly challenging one. It's a high stressed job, and in a country like Bangladesh, it's more challenging because we have very poor doctor-patient ratio. That is 1:6,000 almost. Huh? So it is a very poor doctor-patient ratio. There is huge population in our country, and the patient load is very high for working as a doctor in this country. And there is huge insufficiency and shortage of medical professional and also equipments in low resource countries like Bangladesh. So sometimes I find it very difficult working in an atmosphere where there is scarcity everywhere. So it's the most challenging part, I think.
Dr. Lisa, would you mind repeating that? I think our internet connection, it got a little off. Would you mind saying, I know you said something about patient to doctor ratio in the medical professions being very sufficiently low. Would you mind sharing the last part of
Yes. I just said that is there is huge insufficiency and shortage of medical professionals and also equipment in low resource countries like ours. And it's very difficult to work such in such in atmosphere where there is scarcity everywhere. That's the most difficult part working here.
Of your job. Your challenge you see is the rate. So sorry, I didn't mean to repeat, but so you would say your biggest challenge is not having the equipment and not having enough ratio, doctor-patient ratio.
Exactly.
So speaking of challenging, so how many, sorry, speaking of challenging, apologies, our internet connection, it seems to be it's going on and off, but just to repeat the question, how many hours a week do you work on average? Speaking of challenge.
Okay. Actually, my regular working hour is 48 hours per week, but most of the time I have to work more than that. Sometimes I feel like it's beyond my capacity. There is shortage of professionals, health professional and we have insufficiency in everywhere in our health sector. So sometimes I feel like it's beyond my capacity, and actually in this subcontinent the workload is very high and doctors work long hours, and sometimes it hampers our work-life balance. And
yeah, so it definitely, you're saying the hours and the patient work life, right? So you're saying, like you said, apologies again, our internet connection for some reason is going on and off. So just to reiterate what Dr. Lisa said, she one of the biggest hurdles of having long hours is because of the patient ratio. This is the next question that so in your opinion, what qualities do you think makes a good doctor? And you have a lot of expertise, so I'm very, I would like to know.
In my opinion,
what quality?
Okay. In my opinion, a good doctor should have strong dedication and passion for his job. That's the most important thing. And he or she must be knowledgeable, sincere, and with having excellent communication skill. So doctors must have compassion and resilience. And other qualities for a good doctor are inquisitive, assertive, warm-hearted, etc. and etc.
And I feel like you have all of them: being assertive, being warm-hearted, being inquisitive, and so much more, which Dr. Lisa, you definitely encompass. So speaking of next question, I guess, is there anything you wish you would have known before becoming a doctor? Because this is a long, hard path. And is there anything you wish you would have known?
Okay, one important thing, uh, in my opinion, we should have known before starting our career as a doctor, and that is communication skill. You know, communication build-up is very important in the medical profession, and communication skill helps us to connect to others, and it helps to exchange knowledge and information, which is very important in medical profession. So I think I should have learned charismatic communication skill before starting my career as a doctor.
Which this is such an intelligent and like good answer that you gave, because you have to talk to patients, would definitely hamper that patient doctor care. So that's a very good point, and which I never thought about, having that good communication skill as a physician. That's something you need. So kind of expanding on that, other qualities that I'm going to ask you about, because you have so many, but have you done any research?
Yes, yes, I have done a few researches in scientific studies in the field of gynecology and obstetrics. Those are also published in the national and international journals also.
Impressive, like on top search, which is very impressive. Um, so are you currently involved in any research?
Yes, I'm currently involved in the researches on COVID positive women, and two of my scientific studies are ongoing. Uh, Basically, scientific studies are very important in the field of medical science. It helps us to perform um, evidence-based practice, which is the most important thing in medical profession.
Right. Evidence-based practice is definitely something very important in the medical profession. Um, and speaking of, do you have any, with that being said, do you have any future goals as an OBGYN?
Oh, thank you for your query. I would like to further flourish my career in the field of gynecological oncology, uh, because many of our cancer patients are unable to go outside of the country for the management purpose. Because we are a developing country, our people are poor, so it's not possible for all the female cancer patients to go outside for advanced management. So we need more specialists in this field in our country, and I have plans to take advanced surgical education and training to harness my skills and knowledge base in this field to help people of our country. Maybe we lost Natasha for her internet problem.
Yes, I am for some reason having internet
Oh,
problems,
welcome, Natasha.
even
Okay,
though
it's okay, dear.
I am on the
Welcome
internet.
again.
Sorry, everyone. We are back. Uh, for some reason, my internet went people, and with that, there is internet issues once in a while. I wanted to focus back on Dr. You were saying, would you mind back up your involved research in COVID women? You were, let me just say that question one more time about would you mind expanding on your current research on COVID women patients? And you were talking about.
Yes, I was talking about about my plans to
Yes.
continue my career in the field of gynecological oncology for the
Right.
female cancer patients of my country.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
want to help them in
Right,
their management.
right. Sorry about that, guys. Just the internet connection, it's been going on and off. I have a really quick question to ask you, Dr. Lisa. Did you, when you went into this profession, did you want to become an OBGYN? Did you always know that you wanted to become an OBGYN or OB-GYN?
Yes,
Yes?
I
Wow.
always want to become a OBGYN. That's
Wow,
why
wow.
I said before, welcome a baby in this beautiful world is the most
Yeah,
favorite part about my job.
right. And with that, do you have any regrets being a doctor and specifically an OBGYN?
Uh, I have no regrets at all
You have no
because,
regrets?
yes, because I have done everything I could to the best of my ability. That's why I don't have regrets. But I just wish I had spent more times with the people I love. That's all.
Oh, wow, that's a very heartwarming answer. Um, you have definitely inspired many, as this specialty is very hard. It's and a very strong individual, so such as you go into that. Kind as it's kind of short, but viewers, we are definitely at the end of our program. Hope you've enjoyed. Hope you've understood some of the things that Dr. Lisa and OBGYN goes through. And thank you for watching. And Dr. Sharmin Naz Lisa, it was a privilege to talk with you, even though we had some internet connection problems. But getting to know you, about your specialty, it's been a huge privilege. Thank you for your perspective and giving a glimpse into your specialty. Is there anything you would like to add, Dr. Lisa?
Thank you, Natasha, for having me here. It's a pleasure talking to you. And thank you so much, viewers, for staying with us. Bye for now. See you next time.
Bye.